Happy taxpayer. Here's Bill Johnson. Hi, Bill. Good evening.
How you doing?
Well, I'd like to know, why are you running for state representative?
Actually, there's about 150 different people who are real strong believers in small government, and they've asked me to run. It took quite a while, probably a month, for me to decide to do it.
So what made you finally decide? What did these people do that made you decide to run?
I'd have to say probably the main reason is because I'd say like it took a month, but the thing is I'm sitting back and watching other people making decisions that I didn't agree with, and yet this block of people who wanted smaller government, lower taxes, and they were just unhappy with the way everything worked. The more I thought about it, it's like, wait, why are other people deciding for, giving us the decision that we don't want? And I do have some strong convictions, and I think I'm right, and I have a pretty deep understanding in economics. And just looking at the whole picture, it seemed like this was the time to do it.
So what do you think you can offer District 19 for the future that makes you a good candidate for state rep?
Number one, I'm going to, I have a decision tree that I've worked on in my mind, and I've heard other people talk about it. Number one, is it constitutional? Right now, some of these people are making decisions that aren't constitutional. The second thing is it something that we can afford? And the third one then is, do we really need it? It seems like we have too many laws, too many people are deciding too many things for us, making another law on top of another law on top of another law. We already have the laws. I think we have enough. I think that even if you look at this current financial crisis, we have people at the very top of the stack, and we got little people all at the bottom who are being sold bill of goods that, if we had some laws, we could limit how much this guy makes on the top. Now, I'm not a Catholic, but let's imagine Mother Teresa was at the very top of a big, strong organization. And she turns around and runs this beautiful corporate entity, and they're very ethical. And you're laughing at me. But they're running a very tight, ethical corporation, okay? And let's say she makes $40 million, but she's earned it ethically, and she's worked real hard to do it, and many, many, many people are happy. There's no law that should limit how much money she can make. She's making everybody happy. But if we go jump over to this financial fiasco that we see right now, we're busy trying to limit them with some more laws. There are enough laws to put all different types of people in jail for any type of unethical behavior from one end to the other. So I don't know that we need to make more laws. We just need people to make good decisions and to keep things a little bit simpler.
Well, you have not ran before for any office.
No.
What makes you think in your diagram that you would not be one of those guys that sells out? What makes you so secure?
Number one, I would have to say that I would hope that the 150 people or so that pushed me into it were good judge of character. I know a lot of people like the limelight. I'm not really looking for the limelight. I love people. I love to listen. I love to learn. And I don't believe I have all the answers, but I want to look for the right answers. I don't really know.
And you feel you could vote as a state rep, you could be the one dissenting vote and be strong in that convention if you needed to?
I've made some pretty strong promises that I won't sign anything, if I'm their choice, that I won't sign anything that would raise a tax, create a tax, create a new user fee, raise a user fee. The government believes that they need $1 more, or 3 cents more out of every dollar they have, because something's so much more important. Why don't we go trim something that's probably 3% less important on the other end? Government needs to live within its boundaries, just like you and I do. You have to live in a budget. I have to live. I think that they should have to live in a budget. Okay,
great. Is there anything else that you'd like to wrap up? Why District 19 in Lake County should, or I guess it's District 1, should vote for Bill Johnson?
I would have to say I'm going to do it from a roundabout way. Number one, I'm not going to do anything that I know what the polls say I should say. I know what I need to say to make people believe in me. I'm not going to say any of that. The most important thing I could say is probably the testimony of the people that are around me. You guys came from Fort Wayne today and helped me put literature on doors. You have demonstrated your trust in me as a judge of character. and you would hope that I would reflect your good character in the voting that I do.
There you go, District 19 and 1. Vote for Bill Johnson, State Rep.